Zayed, the one who overcame the trials and received the true blessing of Al. He wields the enormous dual glaives as if it was light as a feather to purge his enemies. By the authority of the sands, he absorbs the enemy's power and unleashes it to make his foes tremble in its wake. This is the preview of Black Desert Mobile's new class, Zayed.
Hey how it's going everyone? Another class made his grand appearance in the game and we are here for nothing more than to explore his potential. Now you might notice that this video is taking a different path than my latest skill build videos, as I return back to voiceover. Mainly this is happening cause the game itself heading to a different path, and certainly this path does not include arena. Starting with the thing we all love, the endless grind. Although I kept Serpent's Coil, I'm having second thoughts about it, but cause of the Serret branch on it, I'm gonna keep it, since it might be helpful for lower CP players handle a higher CP area. For high CPs, consider remove it as the KPM is slightly better without it. Overall, not the greatest option. If you specifically aiming for a top 100 in rankings of World Boss and a sweet VII reward, there are much better choices out there. Now, as I said in the beginning, BDM follows a specific path. Happily, either you finish rank 1 or rank 500, the difference between rewards is so small that you should not consider your class choice as an important aspect for this content. All you care about is just to not miss it. This is why most of those skill sets works perfectly on auto. Now with the addition of the auto lock button, adding coil and nova by removing the auto usage might be the sauce in my food, making it a little spicy, as nova does weak damage and coil has no super armor and the animation is so long. You can use them at your own will whenever the situation demands. Regarding the arena skill set, I was considering to switch Duneslash with Paradise Surge. Despite that Surge has no super armor in arena, the cast animation is so fast and many times you will end up getting away with it. Plus the extra mobility might be helpful against classes with flash mobility. I stayed with Dune cause, hey, who doesn't love combos at the end of the day? Sun Nova is Mr. Sandsman key skill, as it works perfectly against forward guard users with small range. That's why he is a good counter to Striker and Void Knight for example, but the lack of flashy covering distance skills or range skills makes him weak against Raven or Wusa. His way of playstyle is very similar with most of the classes, in and out rotations or grab open against hard matchups. Many rotations will occur to the same result of total damage, so I will just suggest to stick to the one that you feel more comfortable for you to execute. Since the class is brand new and we still have much time ahead of us to explore his full potential, for now just don't try to play Tekken and stick to a rotation that suits you and can't bypass like 70 to 80% of damage and you will be just fine. Mandatory switching Surge instead of Dune. I think it's so obvious that Surge is your biggest asset in the field, especially on Black Sun. Engaging with Condemnation or Nova, and sharing Sands and Purge as your main source of damage, and disengage with Condemnation or Surge. You can use Serpent Strike as your mid-range spam, also with Forward Guard on if you feel ballsy enough. And that's the general playstyle. Let's not forget that Zayed has also a grab, and in combination with Surge you can catch your opponent's off guard, cause it's hard to notice his presence below the sand, especially on Black Suns. His mobility kit is decent, not at god tier like Vicky and Jerk, but it's quite satisfying and some steps ahead from most of the classes. And with that being said, I think we covered everything regarding the new class, Zayed. Let's celebrate his arrival with 3 giveaways from the comments below. Make sure to write down your opinion about the new class and you got a chance to win in-game rewards. Subscribe to the channel for future content and giveaways, And until next time, my desert serpents, see ya!